morning, Dr. Vikram,
Good morning.
and thank you very much for sparing few moments from your busy schedule. Today is a very beautiful day, and we are here in this very beautiful park also. And the main concern is if in this beautiful weather, if someone is having some, you can say, disorder in his stomach, gas and acidity,
Yeah.
he cannot enjoy.
Yeah.
So and this is a main concern. So I want to have knowledge on this very sensitive issue because this is very common these days. So please elaborate what are various digestive disorders and how we can avoid them.
This is a very common problem nowadays. The disorders of the gastrointestinal system, especially the flatulence, gas, acidity, heartburn, and constipation,
Yeah.
and then piles, and other complicated problems like ulcerative colitis and so
Yeah,
on.
so many complications.
So many problems of the digestive system.
Yeah.
It is good that you have chosen this topic because it is a very common problem nowadays.
Yeah.
The acidity. I will start from the acidity problem first of all.
Okay.
Whenever there is a beginning of any digestive disorder, there are some basic symptoms.
Okay.
Lack of appetite. You don't feel like eating anything.
Okay.
This is the first symptom of the imbalance of the digestive system.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens? We should learn from the animals, from the pets. You see your pet, he doesn't feel like eating and he doesn't eat.
Yeah.
But we humans, we overfeed ourselves.
Yeah, we keep eating something.
Keep eating. We don't. Our stomach is full, but still, if someone gives us something tasty,
Yeah,
we
some
just
snacks.
eat some snacks or something, some
Yeah.
burger or pizza or anything like chips or French
Yeah,
fries.
people keep eating something
People
like
keep
this.
on eating and talking and eating, and they don't even know what they are doing. So this is a major problem. So first symptom is lack of appetite, loss of hunger.
Okay,
So
so
you should eat whenever you are hungry. You should not eat if you are not hungry. Then don't eat. Learn from your pets. They don't eat.
but mostly people they eat either watching TV or either by time, like in the morning they have to eat breakfast and lunch, then dinner on time.
So eating pattern also matters a lot.
Okay.
People they eat in a hurry. People they eat while they are in the bed. They are watching TV. They are sitting on sofa.
Uh-huh.
They are watching some horror movie or some sports, and they are very much excited in that state, and they are eating. They don't know what they are eating. Just keep on eating. So this is one problem that
Okay.
causes this
Loss,
gastric problem.
yeah, loss of appetite
Loss
also.
of appetite and formation of gas, formation of acidity.
Okay.
Too much eating. It's called binge eating.
Okay.
Too much eating, overeating. Adhyashan. It is called in Ayurveda. It is called adhyashan.
Uh-huh.
So too much of eating when you are not hungry. Why should you eat? So eat properly.
Uh-huh.
Eating in time is also very important.
Okay.
Before sleep, at least 2 or 3 hours before sleep, you should not eat heavy meal.
Mm-hmm.
Very light meal. You should finish your dinner at about 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. After that, you don't eat. You
Yeah.
should be in the bed at about 8:30 or 9. Maximum
Okay.
9:30. Nowadays,
Yeah, people.
9:30 is okay. But
Okay.
still, people they are working at 11 or 12 or they are
Yeah, usually
enjoying in the pubs or enjoying in the
Movies
restaurants. And
so on.
in restaurant also you see everywhere it is full and people are eating and drinking. So that is again a problem.
Uh-huh.
So first step towards gastrointestinal system, any disease of GIT, any disease like constipation, like acidity,
Uh-huh.
gas problem, and flatulence, any disease which you are suffering from, the first step of healing is fasting,
Okay.
drinking of water,
Mm-hmm.
and fasting. Avoid food for at least 1 day, 2 day, 1 day at least, and drink water, and remain only on fruits,
Okay.
light food. And light food is going to build your Agni, the digestive fire. This is called
Okay.
Agni in Ayurveda.
Okay.
So Agni is the digestive fire. If the fire, you just keep on, there is a fire in our stomach.
Okay.
You have to lit the fire by putting some small sticks in that.
Okay.
When you are
Yeah,
heating up the fire,
yeah, it's
you put
the
very
same
small.
principle.
Don't put too much of it.
Mhm.
Okay. So what we do, we put up so many things and the fire goes down.
Okay.
So to lit the fire, we should give small quantity, small meals,
Okay.
and this will lit up the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And lack of fire is called loss of hunger, lack of appetite.
Okay.
So it is the first step of the diseases like acidity, constipation, piles, ulcerative colitis, and even cancers of the gastrointestinal system.
Mhm.
Second step is cleansing.
Okay.
First is too much when you stop giving food to your
Uh-huh.
pipe.
Yeah.
This is first step
Hmm.
of healing. Second step is you should cleanse also from
Okay.
the bottom end also.
Okay.
You should drink a lot of fluid,
Uh,
lot of liquids, soups you can drink. This
Okay.
will, and fiber-rich fruits
Uh-huh.
like papaya and apples and pears at least once a week or
Mhm.
once in every 10 days. So cleansing is very important.
Okay.
Don't eat anything, just cleanse your system. Like you clean your drain. Just imagine a drain of your house, it is blocked.
Then it's
It becomes difficult to
yeah.
live in that house
It's very difficult.
just for one day. People having constipation for 2 days, 3 days, 5 days. They don't go for toilet. So it is very problematic.
Yeah,
It causes so many diseases.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the second step of healing.
Okay.
Change in the diet.
Okay.
Take some soups, vegetable soups only, and take some fruits and vegetable salads, and
Okay.
lot of fluids, liquids. This will clear the pipe.
Okay. So if one should follow this type of lifestyle after every 10 days, he should go for this type of a day
Fasting and,
fasting and
light meals.
light meals. So if somehow this problem is not avoided or the problem remains for a longer time, so it causes some very serious diseases.
Yes. As I told you,
Hmm.
problems like ulcerative colitis, problem like Crohn's disease, colitis,
Uh-huh.
like piles,
Okay.
constipation,
Uh-huh.
and even gastrointestinal tumors, polyps,
Okay.
cancers, bleeding in the intestine,
Oh.
all such problems.
Oh my God.
They are there. And this gastritis and acidity, and this duodenal ulcers, peptic ulcers, gastric ulcers. These are the initial symptoms of the major disease. Initially, there is loss of appetite. Secondly, there is acidity. So, to balance the acid, there are some remedies I want to tell you. You should drink some coconut water early
Okay.
morning, empty stomach.
Okay.
Every morning, get up and cleanse yourself and then drink some
Coconut water.
It is cooling in nature.
Okay.
Clears the acid.
Mhm.
Nowadays, they are studied there is some H. pylori which is causing the problem. There is some bacteria.
Okay.
The scientists, they have discovered there is a bacteria called H. pylori,
Okay.
which is the cause of the acidity. But according to Ayurveda, if the what do you call that? If the earth is good,
Uh-huh.
then the field will be good. Then the yield will be good.
Yeah. It's
If the earth
a very
is
basic
bad-
principle.
Basic principle.
Yeah.
So if your system is okay,
Yeah, it's
then
clean.
H. pylori cannot
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah, you are right. In garbage only the things like that happen.
So if your system is not, if your system is acidic, then the H. pylori and there are so many other germs, they will
Grow.
They
Yeah.
will germinate.
Okay.
So if your system is alkaline, if your diet is okay, then no bacteria gets in your body.
Mhm.
So your immunity is high, your system is okay, your body is alkaline, and you don't get diseases.
So in Ayurveda, are there any herbs also which can help for this gastritis, acidity, ulcerative colitis, IBS like problems?
Yeah, I will take one by one. This acidity, I will tell you first. For acidity, it is very important to maintain the alkaline
Okay.
salinity of the
Okay.
esophagus and the stomach.
Right.
To make it alkaline, as I told you, take some coconut water,
Okay.
empty stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Ghee is very important, just small quantity of ghee, because it will keep the fire.
Ghee is clarified butter.
Clarified butter, yeah. Butter oil or clarified butter.
Okay.
Cow's ghee is very good.
Okay.
some people they say ghee, but in
Okay.
India they say ghee.
Yeah.
So ghee is very good.
Uh-huh.
And there are some Ayurvedic natural cooling substances like Mukta Pishti and Praval Pishti
Okay.
and Keek Pishti. These are the seashells.
Yeah.
Coral, we have a supplement called coral calcium
Okay.
and Pitta balance also. The same, almost the same thing.
Uh-huh.
So I give Pitta balance
Okay.
capsules to my patients made from the pearls, made
Okay.
from the corals, which are
Okay.
very cooling in nature and they just help in heartburn.
Okay. That's very
Amlaki
good.
rasayan is also very good. Amla.
Okay.
Amla is a berry.
Okay.
Although it is, some people feel it is sour in nature, but it doesn't cause any acidity.
Oh,
So it is a treatment of acidity.
Okay.
So this heartburn formula,
Uh-huh.
this pitta formula,
Uh-huh.
and this amlaki rasayan capsules,
Okay.
they are very good for acidity. Aloe
Okay.
vera juice is also very good for acidity.
Uh-huh.
So these are basic things which.
And for gastritis
This is gastritis is
and acidity and gastro, it takes care of both.
Yeah.
So for ulcerative colitis, what we can use?
Ulcerative colitis is a complicated disorder. It's a chronic ulceration of the colon,
Okay.
bigger colon at the end of the digestive system.
Uh-huh.
The colon becomes initially it becomes swollen and inflamed, and
Uh-huh.
then there is ulceration, and that causes bleeding also.
Okay.
GIT.
Uh-huh.
Ulcerative colitis. There are some Ayurvedic medicines like again I tell you, I will say this Pitta balance is one of them, containing this pearls and coral calciums.
Okay.
This is very good. And pomegranate, the fruit cover, the rind of the
Okay.
fruit.
Okay.
Just take
Outer-
out the
outer-
peel, peel
yeah.
it off, and all the fruit cover, just boil it.
Okay.
Just the outer cover of the pomegranate fruit.
Okay.
Just take some pieces.
Not the
boil-
seeds
not the
inside.
seed,
Okay.
not the fruit. Just boil that and drink that.
Okay.
That is going to take care of the bleeding.
Oh, great.
It is just simple
Very
marigold.
very
also.
natural.
Marigold flowers also very good for to stop the bleeding. Just
Okay.
take marigold flower
Oh.
because they are very stringent in nature.
Uh-huh.
Don't have marigold here.
Yeah, marigold is not here.
But mostly these flowers they have tannins and they stop the bleeding. So marigold flowers are best. Rose flowers are the best. Just
Okay.
take some roses,
Fresh roses even.
fresh rose petals, just eat them.
Okay.
It is good. It is cooling. It's good for heart. Good for blood pressure. Good for colon cleansing. Good for constipation.
Okay.
Acidity also it's very good. So rose petals, just take some rose.
That's very
Good
great.
for ulceration. Good for
So
bleeding.
these are very natural things like
Very natural,
flowers
very
and
tasty.
coconut
Flowers.
water.
And still if you want to use some supplements,
Uh-huh.
then I would recommend this. In Ayurveda it is called Sangrahani or Grahani.
Okay.
So this is a
One of the same thing, Grahini
complication.
and Sangrahini.
Yeah, Grahani and Grahani almost the same thing.
Okay.
There are various types.
So treatment is same in Ayurveda.
Treatment is almost the same. So,
Okay.
Ama digestion is very important. Ama is basically endotoxins.
Okay.
The toxins which are produced by our gastric system,
Okay.
the gastrointestinal system. It's called ama. So digestion of ama is very important in the treatment of grahani. This
Okay.
treatment of IBS or ulcerative colitis or colitis. These are similar diseases. So it is very important to treat ama, to digest ama.
Okay.
So for that purpose, this Sanjeevani Vati, there is a tablet in
Okay.
Ayurveda.
Okay.
Sanjeevani Vati is the medicine which is very good to digest the ama
Okay.
or digest the endotoxins
Okay.
of the digestive system or of the body. So this Sanjeevani Vati I give to my patients suffering from irritable bowel syndrome,
Uh-huh.
colitis,
Uh-huh.
even ulcerative colitis,
Okay.
and even constipation also.
Mm-hmm.
This Sanjeevani Vati is good. This combination of various seashells, this coral and pearls is very good.
Okay.
Amla is very good. And these fruits and flowers,
Okay.
they are very good for.
So, Dr. Vikram, what food basically? There are some certain food types which causes this more, or it's generally because of overeating.
eating pattern number one,
Uh-huh.
the way person eats
Okay.
things. Obviously, there are various foods which are acidic and various food which are basic, alkaline.
Okay.
So alkaline food is recommended in general because our body is alkaline.
Okay.
So
So one should
alkaline-
eat more alkaline
More
food.
alkaline is recommended.
Okay.
But in naturopathy and other sciences,
Mm-hmm.
they consider this sour fruits as alkaline. But
Okay.
in Ayurveda, we don't consider sour fruit as alkaline foods.
Okay.
We consider them little acidic.
Yeah.
So I won't recommend that sour fruits.
Okay.
So avoid yogurt,
Mm-hmm.
curd.
Okay.
Avoid sour fruits like
Okay.
oranges and all that. Lemons, I don't
Okay.
recommend in any digestive disorders.
Mm-hmm.
In loss of appetite, one can recommend in some nausea, vomiting.
Okay.
Some minor cases.
Or if someone is having good appetite, he can take this.
Yeah, you can take that.
So, doc-
But they cause pitta imbalance mainly, according
Mm-hmm.
to Ayurveda. So, yogurt is not recommended in IBS and ulcerative colitis and acidity.
Mhm.
This lemons and citrus fruits, they are not recommended. This bitters are recommended.
Okay.
Bitter herbs.
bitter and bitter food items.
Bitter herbs like all the long gourd and bitter gourd and round gourd.
Okay.
It's called Ghiya, Kaddu, Karela,
Yeah, yeah.
Tinde.
So these are good for maintaining good digestive.
Turnips, round gourds,
Yeah, yeah.
and these long gourds, bottle
Okay.
gourd.
Okay.
All these gourds, zucchini, they
Uh-huh.
are very good for the digestive system, for acidity,
Okay.
for clearing the toxins. So they are all alkaline. This pumpkin,
Mm-hmm.
pumpkin is very good for it's petha. It's called
Okay.
petha. The fruit of pumpkin
Uh-huh. That's
for
good.
digestive system.
Thank you, Dr. Vikram. Thanks for sharing so much information with the viewers, and this will be really very helpful. And people will enjoy when they are having less digestive problems.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.